Hi friends, today's lesson is close read number 5 for how a seed grows. Our learning goal for today says, I can find connections between two pieces of information in a text. See, authors are really clever. They normally put information in a text that's important and connects to other pieces of information in the text. So as we're reading today, we're going to think about what connections we have found as readers in how a seed grows. Here we go. How many of your bean seeds are bean plants? That's what the author writes on page 27. My question to you, friend, is why couldn't this be the first page of the book? I'm going to read the question again. How many of your bean seeds are bean plants? Why isn't this the very first page? Yeah, that would make no sense, right? Because what did we have to do on all the pages before this one? Yeah, we had to plant the bean seeds. We had to learn about them, plant them, watch them grow. So we couldn't start with how many of your bean seeds are bean plants, because if this was the first page of the book, we wouldn't have had bean plants yet, right? Good job. How does the question on this page connect to details that came before it in the text? So what are some connections we know that have to do with this question with all the stuff that happened before? I'll read the question one more time. How many of your bean seeds are bean plants? So how's this connected to everything else? Yeah, we already mentioned it. We had to learn about bean plants and how they grow. We had to learn about what it means to plant them and how you go about doing that process. So this question really comes and it kind of helps the reader to think, okay, what happens next from all the things we've already talked about? Excellent job making those connections. It needs soil and water and sun. Okay, this page is great because my question to you is, what does the seed need to grow? Yeah, it just told us, right? It needs soil and water and sun. Friends, how do the illustrations help us to know what's happening in the story? Yeah, it shows each different part of the process of the plant growing, right? Good job. And do you think order is important when planting something? Yeah, because what would happen if we didn't have soil but we had our bean plant? Could we just throw it into water and put it out in the sun? Probably not. It would probably not be that successful. What about if we just had some soil and water but we hid it in a closet? Do you think our plant's going to grow? No, because we know it needs sun. So yeah, I think order is really important. That's really helpful to know because that's probably why earlier in the story they gave us such really clear details about the different steps of planting, right? Because order is important when you plant something. Excellent. All right, page 31 says, if a seed has all these things, it will grow into a plant. It will grow into the same kind of plant that it came from, an apple tree or a daisy or carrots or corn. It will grow into clover or it will grow into a bean plant like the ones you planted. Okay, friends, how is all of this information in the text connected? Yeah, the first sentence says, if a seed has all these things, it will grow into a plant. Well, where do we learn about all these things it needs? Yeah, earlier in the text. And then if we have all the things it needs, it's going to grow into the plant, right? So this part of the story is telling us, hey, all the things we've learned about, if we add it all together, now we're going to grow it and we're going to end up with the plant that we're looking for. Excellent connection. What do you think the reader would, or what do you think would happen if a reader started the book on this page? Yeah, I mean, unless you've already read a different book about seeds, you probably would be confused. Because that first sentence says, if a seed has all these things, it will grow into a plant. If you don't know what those things are, because you haven't read the beginning part of the story, you'd be really confused. All right, our learning goal for today says, I can find connections between two pieces of information in a text. We just really quickly talked about how if we see something on one page of the story, it could probably connect back to other parts of the story. We're reading kind of the end of how a seed grows right now. And so everything before that is talking about the process and all the different parts that go into helping a seed grow. And then we're talking about in this section what it becomes. They're definitely connected. All right, here's your exit ticket. What I would like you to do is I want you to fill in a connections chart. We know our main topic is, how to grow a seed. I want you to go ahead and put in details that you learned about growing a seed from the text. Go ahead and fill in 3 details. I can't wait to see them so I can hear all those good connections. Because remember, the details help to support the main topic, and they're all connected to help do that good job. All right, good luck, friends.